Robert hesitated. Mike, are you sure you want to see this? It's bad. Even for you. My knuckles whitened around the phone. I need to see it. I slipped the phone into my pocket and turned toward Jackson. I need your car, I said. He raised an eyebrow. Jackson didn't move. Instead, he crossed his arms, eyes narrowing slightly. You know, I heard something about Jessica. The air between us seemed to tighten. What about her? I asked, my voice careful. He said slowly, watching my face as if testing for a reaction. What happened to her, Mike? I held his gaze, forcing my expression to stay flat even though my chest tightened. She's dead, I said flatly. The words felt like glass in my mouth. Jessica was murdered at her place last night. I'm going there to see. Jackson froze, his eyes widening, and then, without warning, he broke into tears. His shoulders shook as the sound escaped him, raw and unrestrained. Heads began to turn in the hospital corridor. Nurses slowed their steps. A man in the waiting area glanced up from his newspaper. My father-in-law stepped forward, gripping Jackson firmly by the arm. Come, he said in a low voice, pulling him toward the far end of the hallway. Not here. Not in front of her. I knew exactly who her meant, my wife. The last thing he wanted was her hearing this before she was ready, especially not in her condition. But as they disappeared around the corner, I was left standing alone with the knowledge that Jackson's reaction wasn't just grief. It was something else. Something heavier. When they were out of sight, I headed for the hospital's side exit. My pulse was hammering now, every minute counted. Jackson's car keys were still in the ignition. He'd left it parked just outside the ER entrance. I slipped into the driver's seat, shut the door quietly, and started the engine. The hospital fell behind me in seconds, the road opening up into the still gray dawn. Street lamps hummed, their light spilling over empty sidewalks, and the town felt eerily quiet, as if it was holding its breath. Robert's voice echoed in my head, it's bad. Even for you. I turned onto Jessica's street, slowing as her apartment building came into view. From here, I could already see the flicker of police lights reflecting off the windows. Two uniforms stood near the entrance, one smoking, the other talking into a radio. I pulled the car to the curb, killing the engine. Robert was standing on the steps, hands in his pockets, scanning the street like he'd been waiting for me. You made it, he said as I approached. But we don't have long. The chief's about 10 minutes out.